Kaugnay ng issue sa floating barrier ng China sa Panatag Shoal, kausap po natin ngayon ang maritime expert si Professor Jay Batongbacal. Prof, magandang gabi and thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening and to all our televiewers, magandang gabi po.
Prof, una-una, tama ba? This is a very rare occasion itong pagtanggal natin ng physical barriers ng China sa erang yon. Does this happen often?
No, actually, people don't seem to realize na matagal na tayong hindi man lang nakalapit ng ganung kalapit doon sa Scarborough Shoal, no? Nandoon na siya sa Bukana, no? Dati talagang hinaharang sila 10 nautical miles away pa lang, so hindi sila nakakaabot. So this is actually a first, well, as far as the public is concerned, no? A first in many years na nakaabot yung ating government vessels doon mismo sa periphery ng Scarborough Shoal.
So sir, so it's a rare occasion na gumalaw tayo ng direktahan na ganyan.
Well, it's a first, yeah, in a long time. Kasi nga, di ba, under the previous administration, tahimik lang, no? At pinagtatakpan pa nga minsan, no? And excuses were being made, no? But now, yun nga, I think we're we're being more forward-leaning and more transparent talaga dun sa ginagawa dyan sa area.
And with that action, Prof, hindi ho ba yan makakapagpalala sa sitwasyon sa pagitan ho, intensyon, sa pagitan ho ng Pilipinas at ng China?
Well, there will of course be the usual Chinese reaction and chest beating on this, no? But ultimately, for from any perspective, it's a relatively small thing. We're talking about a barrier wala namang, which has no business being there in the first place. And what we're doing really is just trying to allow our own fishermen to eke out their livelihood dito sa Scarborough Shoal. No? So if China reacts badly to this, I don't see how they can make up any kind of justifiable excuse.
Sabi mo, sir, small thing. Pero sinabi ho ni Congressman Ralph Recto, matuturing na raw na crime against humanity, yung paglalagay ng China ng floating barriers. So, hindi ho kayo sang-ayon dyan?
No. I mean that for China, it's a small thing, di ba? It's not like a major incident na may nagkasakitan or what, no? We're simply removing a barrier and allowing our fishermen to continue their livelihood, no? So it's not like we're invading anything. No, it's not like what they're doing that we're undertaking dangerous maneuvers against their vessels. No, in fact, we are just allowing our small fishermen to continue their traditional fishing activities. So, in that sense, no, it would not merit a disproportionate response from China.
Yes, sir.
Yung namang sa nasabi ni Secretary Remulla, that's an interesting perspective, no? That in effect, this is a kind of food blockade, no? Well. The legalities, syempre, may mga nuances yan. But in essence, no, he is right in saying that what China is doing really is attacking our fishermen's very source of livelihood, no? Scarborough Shoal itself. They're trying to create a condition where our fishermen will have no longer have no reason to go there anymore, no? So sinasakripisyo talaga nila yung mga kabuhayan ng ating mga isda para lang ma-assert yung claim nila sa Scarborough at para umalis tayo doon ng kusa. No? That's what they're doing.
Prof, I do get what you mean when you say na this should not merit a disproportionate reaction from China. But then again, we've seen over the years that China has a different sense of proportion when it comes to the West Philippine Sea as far as its relations with us. So realistically, what kind of repercussions or reaction can you expect from China? I mean, I get what you mean. They should not react in a huge way, but what are they likely to do?
Well, I think that they will again lay another barrier when they have the opportunity. And they'll probably try to patrol that area more frequently, no? And ensure that they will always have enough vessels in the area to continue keeping our fishermen away from the shoal. I think for now, the immediate, their immediate problem nga is that for the first time in so many years, the Philippines is showing some strength, no? And so showing some courage when it comes to asserting its sovereignty over Scarborough Shoal. And that will always be a problem for them. Kasi for those years, parang we've presented ourselves as being weak. Our president said that there's nothing we can do. But this shows that there is something we can do. No? We can continue asserting our rights if we put our mind to it.
Well, sir, there could possibly be two ways of China reacting to this. One could be that they recognize kahit paano strength on our part or decisiveness on our part and try to back away. On the other hand, they could also react negatively in the sense that they could, expand the area where they try to prevent our fishermen from fishing. What's the likelihood of that happening?
Well, of course, we cannot predict ultimately, how China thinks and how they will decide. No, we can only control what we can do. No? And I think that showing strength at this point, and showing that we are serious about the importance of that shoal and the importance of our fishermen, is something that China has simply completely ignored these past years. Ang tingin nila, hindi talaga papalabag ang Pilipinas kahit anong gawin natin, kahit anong sabihan nating dahilan. No? And this shows we're serious, and this shows that we're willing to do what it takes, I think. No? And that should change China's calculus and posture and attitude towards us. No? Matagal na nating sinasabi yan na yan ay pangisdaan natin, na yung mga mangisdaan natin dapat makapagpatuloy ng kabuhayan nila dyan. No? And wala, hindi lang nila talaga pinapansin. Tingin nila, wala, parang just keep that president happy there or something like that. Hindi na natin itutuloy, hindi tayo seryoso at eventually alis din tayo ng kusa. No? So, ganun yung calculations nila before. And I think this can change it. No? This can change things. And maybe, baka seryosohin na nila tayo, lalo na pagdating dyan sa bilateral consultation mechanisms. Maybe they'll do something finally about the things we've been complaining about. No?
Okay. Maraming salamat, sir. Maritime expert Professor Jay Batongbacal.
Mga kapatid, may Anlos Baños po. Huwag magpahuli sa mga balita at impormasyong dapat ninyong malaman. Para sa mas malawak na balitaan at diskusyon, mag-follow at mag-subscribe sa social media pages ng News 5.